I am back with another video on parents and grandparents PR program in 2021. In today's video, I will talk about how to write CV or resume for parents, and I will answer to most asked questions about PGP program. Please watch the video until the end because I always get the same question again and again which I have already answered in my previous videos. If you are interested in this, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Canadian Charisma. Hope you all doing great and staying safe. If you are new here, I provide information and free advice about Canadian immigration and help people to apply for Canada PR, which can save them a lot of money. Without a further delay, let's start today's video. Let's start with the CV or resume. You must submit a separate CV for the principal applicant and all other dependents, means separate resume for each dependent too. This is just a sample. You do not have to copy the same format. You can go with a simpler or fancier one. So the most requested CV was for homemaker and housewife. That is why I am showing here this today. I started with the full name of the applicant. Applicant means whose CV is this. It could be principal applicant or any dependent. So the first full name, then the address. In the address you can write full address or just city and country. Then the phone number. Phone number can be the same for everyone, and then the email address. You do not have to provide the email address, but if the person has one, better to write here. I wrote this information in the header so it will show up automatically on the next page. Make sure your CV should not be longer than 2 pages. I started writing the skills first, but it is totally up to you that what you want to write first. You can write work history if that seems okay to you. If you think your resume is too long, then you can even skip the skill part. You do not have to write that. Here are some skills for the homemaker or housewife. Self-motivated and very punctual. Excellent planner for budget, meal and day-to-day activities. Awesome organization skills. Multitasking and good coordinator. Creative problem solver. A caring, sportive and enthusiastic team player. Very careful about safety and security. Next is work history. If your parent is homemaker for whole life, then you can write here homemaker, housewife, whatever you prefer, and in the period here write since their 18th birthday until now. You can say present or now. If your parents was working, then start with the latest job here. Here you can write the job title. And here you can write the name of the organization or company where they were working. Then here from which date to which date they were working on that particular job. You can write only month and the year here. No need to write the particular date. Next, here I wrote some duties and responsibilities of the homemaker, which is managed busy household operations, performed financial activities including budgeting, cash management, forecasting, and ensuring bills are monitored and paid timely, scheduled and coordinated activities among all members of the household, managed household maintenance and other activities. For the job holders, you can write their job duties and responsibilities. If you think the resume or CV is getting too long, then you do not have to write detailed or too many job duties and responsibilities. Just explain in very simple in one line and move to the next. This part here for the people who were working more than one job. So just start with the latest one and then before and so on. So then the second job, third job, as many as you have. If you have too many, then just write the name of the job, place of the job, from to date, and just explain the duties in one simple line. Very simple line. This part here I added some volunteer work. If you have some, it is good to add to your CV. It could be doing any volunteer at any religious place in the community, teaching something to someone for free. It all included in the volunteer work. You can just write here volunteer work where you did in your community or at any religious place or any other place from to date, and that you can add in your CV here. At the end, I added education and training. So start with the highest to lowest and go up to high school. There could be many parents who haven't got any academic education in their life, and or maybe some of them just had grade 5, grade 8, grade 10. Whatever you have, you can mention there for grade 5 and 8 primary school, for grade 10 secondary school, for grade 12 high school, or if they have any kind of training, just mention here. Otherwise, you do not add the education and training part in your resume. You do not require to submit any document regarding the education or training. So when you write a CV, just write it at any form. Do not worry if you make any mistake. This CV will not affect your application at all. I am just doing it because I got too many requests for that. Next is answers to your most asked questions. First question is, which invitation letter do we need to submit? The invitation letter which you received from IRCC in response to your interest to sponsor request, you need to submit for that. Upload that invitation letter as it is. You do not need to change anything in that. Next question is, I am a resident of Quebec. Do I need to submit IMM 5768? No. Quebec residents do not require to submit IMM 5768 form. Next question is, my parents do not have a marriage certificate. Do they need to submit IMM 5409? No, they do not need to submit IMM 5409. This form is only for the people who are not married, they never get married in their life, and they are common law partner. They need to submit IMM 5409. A common law partnership means that a couple has lived together for at least 1 year in a conjugal relationship, which means the relationship of a married couple. If your parents do not have the marriage certificate, they can submit the back page of their passport if it has the name of the spouse as a proof of their marriage certificate, or they can submit an affidavit for their marriage proof. Next question is, who need to sign the IMM 5476, which is use of the representative, and do we need to fill out 2 IMM 5476, one for father and one for the mother? You need to fill out only one form, IMM 5476, for the principal applicant and all other dependents. They all will include into one form. The principal applicant, the spouse of the principal applicant, and the person who is acting as a representative will sign the form. No one else need to sign this form. Next question is, if I accidentally created 2 applications and I am not able to delete one of them or both of them, what should I do? In that case, just complete and submit the right one, which you think is the right application. Just complete and submit that one. The other one will not affect your case, not affect your application, other application. So just ignore it. Next question is, what documents can I submit for 2021 income proof? First of all, they require only 2018, 19 and 2020 income proof, but it is good if you provide for 2021. For that, just submit your recent 2 pay stubs, because they have your total earning income there too, and it's showing that you are working and on which wages you are working. So that's why just submit your 2 recent pay stubs for that. Next question is, if I make a mistake in forms, will my application get rejected? Make sure you submit IMM 1344 and IMM 008008 without any mistake, because these are the 2 main forms in your application. Other than that, if you make mistake in any form, IRCC will give you chance to correct it. They will send you a request. They will request you form again. They will send you a request that submit this form is incomplete or you made a mistake. Then you will have a 30-day time to submit that form again. So don't worry if you make any little mistake. They will give you time to correct it. You can also get a chance to correct the mistake in IMM 1344 or IMM 008, but the chances are low because these 2 forms are the main forms in the application. I hope you got all your answers. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon to get notification for new videos. If you like my videos, hit the like button. It gives me the motivation to make more videos for you guys. If you have any question, please feel free to leave me a comment below, DM me on Instagram or email me on canadiancharisma@yahoo.com. I will try my best to answer you as soon as possible. See you in next videos. Till then, stay positive, stay safe, stay connected. Thanks for watching this video.